Alright, so the book we're going to read is Pick a Pumpkin, Miss Millie. Pretend that it's not there. Can you look at the pictures in the book? Okay. Miss Millie, our teacher, is really silly. Good morning, class, she says. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to see you too, Miss Millie, we say. Today we are going to the pumpkin pets, Miss Millie tells us. Don't be silly, Miss Millie. You mean the pumpkin patch. We'll pick pumpkins for our harvest party and bring them yak to school. No, we shout. You mean back to school. We line up to get on the bus. It's cold today, Miss Millie says. Don't forget your jackals. Don't you mean jackets? We all ask, giggling. At the farm, Farmer Don greets us at the gate. We'll go on a hayride today, says Miss Millie. Everybody on the dragon. Don't be silly, Miss Millie. You mean the wagon. Have you ever been on one of those? On a hayride?
Oh, what does that say?
The hayride.
What does that say?
Takes us down the road. Look, calls Miss Millie. A hair crow. We know what you mean, a scarecrow, we tell her. Have you been to a pumpkin patch before?
Yeah, Divine's Farm. I don't know. Cheese to the camera.
We climb off the wagon and run into the field. Be sure to pick a pig one, calls Miss Millie. Miss Millie, you mean a big one. Look at that. What does it look like? What is that?
A pig.
It's a pig as a pumpkin.
Because the pumpkin got so mad because he said that. And then it turned into a pig.
Look at those. What are those?
Pumpkin bears. Pumpkin cats.
We made through the muddy field. Look for round orange pumas, calls Miss Millie. Pumpkins, we shout. Her hair is the color of pumpkin. It looks like a pumpkin in her hair. After everyone has found a pumpkin, we load them onto the wagon. Now, we will visit the barn, says Miss Millie. You can be the animals. Don't be silly, Miss Millie. You mean see the animals. Look at all those.
Wait, we saw a hare, we saw a goat, we saw a pig, we saw a horse.
I wonder what's on the next page. That's a horse.
Oh.
We feed the horses. We toss grain to the chickens. Miss Millie takes a picture of the pigs. Time to pet the boats, she says, smiling. Don't stop it, don't stop it, don't stop it. What is that?
Billy boat.
It's a what?
A billy boat.
A billy boat.
No.
Silly Miss Millie, you mean the goats. Miss Millie pets a billy. You're not supposed to know it's there. Pretend it's not there.
When you turn the page, I don't want them to see. Turn the page.
Oh, okay. Let's help Farmer Don snake the leaves, says Miss Millie. You're so silly, we cry. You mean rake the leaves. We jump into the leaf pile. Have you ever jumped into a leaf pile?
No.
No, you should. Okay, you're not gonna show them? Okay. What are those?
People.
Oh, what's that?
People.
What are those?
People.
No, they're not, silly.
The teachers. The babies.
The sheep.
The hays.
I spy a
Maze
corn
that?
maze, says Miss Millie.
The sheep.
Who wants to play hide and sheep? Hide and seek, Miss Millie, we yell. Ready for some apple spider? Asked Miss Millie. You mean apple cider, we say. How can you be so silly? Oh, look at all those spiders.
They turn into spiders because she said apple spiders.
Now let's flip the page. Flip it. Okay, sure. All right. Finally, it's time to leave. We'll take our pumpkins back to the mule, says Miss Millie. We know what you mean. Back to the school, we shout. We can serve them into gecko lanterns. Silly Miss Millie, you mean jack-o'-lanterns, we tell her.
Smile for the camera. Then can we take a picture?
We can take a picture afterwards. If we finish the book, we're almost done, okay? Wasn't the pumpkin patch fun? Miss Millie says, as we line up for the bus. Yes, Miss Millie, we had fun, we shout. Farmer Don loads our pumpkins onto the bus. Thank you, we tell him. We're leaving.
Well, thank you.
As the bus pulls away, we wave goodbye to Farmer Don and his Billy boats.
Then they all started saying funny words.
The end.